Hey, and welcome to Core Gaming. So glad to have you back with us. So, in the last video in the Factorio series, we had gone out and fought some biters in the way that we used to do it before the recent patch, and we had died. And so we came back to the base and we got ourselves recovered from that. We had to create a new remote control. We had to create new night vision goggles. In doing that process, we found some issues with some recipes that had changed. So between then and now, what I've done is I've fixed those recipes. I put into place an atomic bomb production so that we're now making atomic bombs. We're going to try using atomic bombs instead of the old method of destructor bots, destroyer capsules. Destroyer capsules work, they're just so slow now. It's so much more difficult, especially by yourself. When I have my friend playing with me, we are able to do it much more quickly. But by myself, the destroyer capsules just are very slow. It makes a very boring video. Unless you enjoy seeing me die, which apparently is something else that I will be doing often if I'm continue using destroyer capsules. So we decided to up our game. We have installed atomic bombs in our helicopter. And I thought that I had started the video, but I didn't. I went out, started using the atomic bombs on the helicopter, and got my helicopter destroyed. So I came back, decided to end the video there, came back, looked, and there was no video. So I remade a helicopter. I fixed it back up so that it is back to the way it's supposed to be. And now I have started the video. And so this time we will fly back over to the area that we're fighting in, and you'll get to see me use the atomic bomb. Install the remote, get in the helicopter, and then fly to our area. Yeah, boy, I tell you, I was so worried about destroying myself, but I really got a little bit careless. I was staying in one position and letting the destructor bots that I had put out kill the biters that had come running up. And that was working pretty good right up until they killed my helicopter. I didn't die, but I definitely let the helicopter be killed. Yep. Two helicopter losses recently within the last, let's see, in the last hour. One in the last hour, see? Lost a helicopter. Rats. Yep. We've lost two helicopters all told. These things have been destroyed by biters in the history of the game, but we've killed 27,000 big biters, 13,000 behemoth biters. We've also apparently killed quite a few pipes, lights. These are all things I assumed that we've killed somehow. I must have shot them accidentally or destroyed them with bombs. But definitely the biters are the biggest things that we've killed. And then these are the things that the biters have destroyed. Not too bad. Back in the last video we were talking about that this map is several generations old, and in the beginning you needed the biters in order to get a resource. That changed and you no longer need the biters, but we can't go back and change the map without starting all over again, which is something we don't want to do. I'm going to land. So, in other words, we're still forced to, we don't, although the biters serve no purpose for us anymore, and we really don't, we'd rather not play with them, actually, but since they're there, and we don't want to start over, we're forced to deal with them. And so, we were doing very effectively using the destroyer capsules until the recent update, and they changed the way the biters fight. And now it's much more difficult because they slow you. If you haven't seen the previous video, you can check that out and see how they slow you. Now I'm experimenting with atomic weapons, and they do fire from quite a distance, but then the biters come and attack you, and I haven't quite figured out how to deal with that. Oh, so it looks like we got it cleared out. Alright, so I think that what I noticed from last time was that if you get over water, they can't get to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack them from here and then back up over the water. Change it to highlight the rocket launcher. You find a target, press C, and your weapon fires. Wow, that's devastating. Now, are they going to come attack me? Looks like they are. So I back up right over the water, and they can't get to me. Now I can put destroyer capsules out to handle any of the stray ones that happen to come along. See, they've sending out squads. Yep, here comes more of them. Well, they get organized. They seem to be a little more intelligent than they were before. I could target the biters themselves, but I'd rather kill their dwellings. That's really what I want to destroy. Like that. Then we'll just back up over the water. Let's put out some more destroyer bots. This is how I got the helicopter destroyed last time. So I guess even though we're flying high, if we run over a spot in the ground, we're slowed and damaged apparently. Let's put out some more robots. See, the water gets further and further. And what do you do when there is no water to run to? Becomes a much more interesting question, huh? Now, if I fire from here, will it destroy all of those biters as well? Yes, it did. Very nice. Okay, and that area has now been cleaned up. So that appears to be fairly effective use of the atomic weapon. And if we can do something like this, these little ones will be completely devastated by atomic weapon, biters and all. Let's fire it into the middle and wipe them out completely. Very nice. Pretty amazing. Yep, so that looks like the preferred path from now on. Just have to make sure that we're far enough away that we do have destroyer bots out to take care of anything that runs up to us. And we have to have repair bots, repair modules, so that when the helicopter does get damaged, it can be repaired. It shows green. See, this one shows red. This one shows green. But, oh, there it goes. It must be has to do with being just a little bit closer, apparently. So instead of losing a nuclear weapon, I should be able to just fly over these and kill it with the destroyer. These little bitty places like this should be able to, destroyer capsules should be able to take those out. Right. But the larger areas, like this one right above me here, is going to require the use of atomic weapons. Uh-oh, looks like I gotta run. Gotta run. Too many biters. Now, how long does their aggro stay in place? Well, if you fly into them and aggro them again, of course, you won't be able to know. I got away from my little construction bot. Come back, construction bot. Heal me. Now, interestingly enough, because my screen is wider than it is tall, you actually have a field of view much greater to the left and right than you do to the north and south, or up and down. So really, makes more sense to attack from the side than it does to attack from below or above. Wow, those nuclear weapons are just so devastating, aren't they? Whew. That's pretty amazing. Oh, being attacked. Gotta go. So it appears to me that it's going to be the most effective way is to use both destroyer bots and atomic weapons. Oh, they killed my constructor bot. Oh, they're killing my helicopter. this few left. I think I can do it with destroyer capsules alone. Well, I have to be careful not to get my helicopter destroyed. So, as you can see, this is pretty effective at wiping out the biters. So, we'll get this one little more area done, and then we'll call this video complete. And in the next video, we're going to put in a uranium ore processing plant. So, please tune back in for that. I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing that. That's a completely different part of the game than from what you've been witnessing in this video. Let's see, it's smart to come from the side. Make sure I come in from the side. Yeah, it's a little low, but shouldn't be too bad. We'll come in from the side here, sort of the bottom side. Well, that's pretty amazing. Yep, that is pretty darned effective. Okay, looking good. Well, alright, so we're back in business. We have everything. We do need to get the engineering train back up here. We've got to put in uranium ore processing. We've got to put in a chemical depot, an acid depot to mine this uranium ore. We've got to put in another nuclear power plant. We've got to bring up the resources that will fill out the rest of this blueprint. Still plenty to do. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and a comment. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And I just want to really tell you how much I appreciate you tuning in to Core Gaming. See you next time.